Hey, shalom, 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 family. You know what time it is today? It is Friday. All right, we have the Lashawan Qadash class, or as we like to call it in Atlanta, Hebrews 101. All right, and of course, Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? We like to focus on our basics, making sure we got our letters and our pronunciations correct. All right, why? So when we have to read for the feast, read for the generals, read for the Sabbath, we got it down pat. All right. Most High in Christ. And here today we are blessed to have a few sisters online with us today. We have our sister Shantiva, and we also have with us Sister Amana in the building with us today. All right, so let's give a round of applause for that. Most High in Christ. All right, it's always good to have more students in the class trying to get back and learn our culture. Okay, so now, just in case, again, this is how we do in Atlanta. Focusing on our basics, making sure we got our letters down packed, all right? So now, let's take it from the top, focusing on our letters, all right? And our alphabet, okay? When we go over them, okay, we have 22, count 22 letters in the alphabet, all right? Take it from the top. In English first. A, Ba, Ga, Da, Ha, Wa, Za, Ka, Ta, Ya, Ka, La, Ma, Na, Sa, I, Pa, Tza, Wa, Ra, Sha, Tha. All right, okay. Cool beans. All right, now we're going to do our alphabet again, but this time we're going to go over the ancient or the Paleo Hebrew. All right. Most High in Christ. Again, take it from the top. All right. Hopefully you can see this clearly. All right. Our first letter is A. Okay. And now when you look at this in the ancient Hebrew, it's going to look like in English A, but on its side. All right. Then next we have Ba, all right, which can look like the number 4, but with a little hook in it, all right. Then next we have Ga in the ancient Hebrew, all right. It's gonna kind of look like half of a triangle, almost like an obtuse triangle, if you will, all right. Then next we have Da, which is going to be a complete triangle, all right. Then next we have the letter Ha. All right, and now in ancient Hebrew, the Ha is going to look like a backwards F, a backwards English F. Okay, all right. Then next we have Wa, which can look like an English Y or even a wishbone. Okay, all right. Most High in Christ. We need a notebook, no sweat. Use this in the meantime between the time. No sweat. Oh, it was yours? I'm sorry, slap. Okay. All right. Now getting back. Next we have Za. Okay. And Za, in the ancient Hebrew, will look like in English Z. Okay. Then next we have Ka, all right, which can look like a ladder or a fence, if you will, all right. Then next, in the ancient Hebrew, we have Ta, all right. And Ta is going to be a bullseye, if you will. Then next, we have Ya, all right. And Ya is going to look like in English Z on its side almost, okay, kind of resembling a hand actually, all right. Next we have Ka, all right. Now Ka can look like almost like the moon, all right, like a crescent moon, all right. Then next we have La, okay, another easy character to recognize. La is going to resemble what? An English L. Then next we have Ma. Now, if you can see this clearly, so like it for the markers, Ma is going to look like a lowercase w with a hook at the end, alright? Then next we have na. Alright? And na, when you write it out, it's going to look like a V, an English V with the hook at the end. Alright? Then next, we have the character sa. Okay? Now sa can look like a little tree or an antenna, okay? Or a flagpole. Alright? Sa. Then next we have I. I is going to look like an English O or a zero. Then next we have pa. And when it's written out, it's going to look like uppercase English J. Alright? Then next we have tza. Alright? Straight line, little z at the top, okay? Then next we have wa. Alright? When you write this out, wa is going to look like a little mushroom, if you will. Then next we have ra. In the ancient Hebrew, ra is going to look like the number 4. Then sha will look like the English W, and then tha is going to look like a lowercase t on its side, or as some would recognize, kind of resembling the cross, okay, the Christian cross. And we like to say that as well because we can show that how Christianity is falling when it comes to the truth. All right, so Most High in Christ for that. Okay. Lastly, going over our letters again, and forgive us. We do like to go over our letters a lot. You know what I'm saying? Because we do learn from repetition, making sure again that we have our letters down, we have our pronunciations correct. All right. And also, we like to do this to show how Hebrew is an original language. All right. Especially how you see the similarities. Okay, and where English gets some of its characters from, English gets some of its letters from. All right. Okay. Again, lastly, going over our letters. It's going to look like an X. Ba. Ga. All right. Now, when you read this in the text, and again, unfortunately, we do have to focus on the Assyrian. Why? Because it is unfortunately the most predominant text available. All right, when it comes to reading the Hebrew. All right. So now, Ga is going to look like a clothes hanger, if you will. All right. Da is going to look like a T almost. All right, but with extra length. Okay. Then next we have Ha. All right. Then Wa. Za in the Assyrian can look like T, but with a little wave at the end. Okay. Then next we have Ka. Okay. Now when you look at Ka, it's going to look like a staple. All right. But also remember, Ka, there's a difference between Ka and Ha. All right. Now we can take a look. Ka is just straight lines. Ha is going to have a space at the top. Ha is going to have the space at the top. Okay. All right. Next we have Ta. Now in the Assyrian, when you read this text, Ta is going to kind of look like a horseshoe. It's going to look like a horseshoe. All right. And again, we're going over these letters. Again, so why? Because when you have to read over the text, especially if it's like your first time, you're trying to match up letters and everything, trying to give you little tricks, okay, to help you memorize these, all right? Then next we have Ya. All right? One of the smallest letters in the Assyrian text, okay? Almost looks like an apostrophe mark, all right? Then next we have Ka. Similar to the ancient Hebrew Ka, okay, but now without the little triangle in the middle, okay? And also remember, in the Assyrian Hebrew, there are 5 letters that will change their shapes only when they're at the end of the text, okay? Now Ka being one of them, right? So now when Ka is at the end of the text, it's going to resemble the Da, okay? It's going to resemble the Da, but now it's going to have what we like to call an extended clip, okay? So it's going to be longer when it's at the end of the text, all right? I realize this can't be a lot. All right. The next we have La. Kind of looks like a question mark. All right. Then Ma is going to resemble a belly, a cow belly, if you will. But when ma is at the end of the word, ma will change into a box. Ma will change into a box, okay? Then next we have na. Na. Kind of like a staple, alright? But now when na is at the end of the word, na will look like the wa, okay? Na is going to look like the wa, but now na will have the extended clip when it's at the end of the text, alright? Most High Christ. Then next we have sa. Sa, okay? Sa. Now, might be confused because now sa kind of looks like ma, alright? But remember, ma is only going to look like this when it's at the end of the text, okay? End of the word. And now sa here is also going to have an extra bang at the top of its head, alright? Most High Christ. Then next we have I. I. Kind of looking like the English Y, right? Okay, then next we have pa. Pa, alright? Kind of looking like an upside down G, if you will. Almost like a Pac-Man character. The next, pa is going to have an extended clip, okay? Then next we have taza. Taza. Crooked letter Y, alright? But then when taza is at the end of the text, taza suddenly wants to fly straight, alright? And again, it's going to have an extended clip at the end, alright? Cool bean. Then next we have wa. Wa, alright? Kind of looking like an English P, but with space. But with space between these lines, alright? Then next we have ra. Ra. When we write this out, ra kind of looks like a number 7, right? But some people can get confused with the ra and da. Alright? But now remember, ra is going to have more curve appeal as opposed to da, which is just straight out. Alright? Next, we have sha. Sha. Okay? Remember how we read it in the ancient Hebrew? But now in Assyrian, it's going to be a little more curvy. Almost looking like a pitchfork. Alright? Or a flame emoji. Okay? Next, we have fa. Fa. Alright? Now fa is going to kind of be similar to the ka, which can be straight, the ha, which has space, but now tha has curve appeal. Alright? Tha has curve appeal, okay? Most High Christ. We'll let this sit for a few seconds, and we'll get into some wording. If we go too fast, what you said? Most High Christ, you know. Hey, again, this is Hebrews 101. You have a question about it? Hey, say so like it, just let us know. Alright? We're here to help. Most High Christ. Alright. Now, we'll get into a few other tricks when it comes to the Hebrew before we get into some scriptures, okay? Alright? It says learning Hebrew and also learning the truth. We've seen that our culture is all around us. Our culture is all around us, right? Okay, so now, seeing as the letters that we just went over, okay, let's practice them and try to put them into modern terms. Alright, showing you how our culture is all around us, alright? So now, remember, in Hebrew, we go from right to left, okay? So just a couple of these, alright? So now, let's go. Alright. So now, I just wrote out a word in ancient Hebrew, okay? Now, the beauty about ancient Hebrew is that it has what we like to call bumpers and bridges, okay? So now, with these bumpers and bridges, it's going to help us identify where we stress the syllables. Okay? So now if you have a bump here, it's going to be a singular syllable. Okay? If you have a bridge, of course it's going to bring the syllables together. Okay? So now, looking at our letters, okay, what we just went over for the alphabet. All right? So we have La, okay? Remember we have Ta, we have Na, and Ya. So now, let's put this together. La, Ta, Na, and Ya. Put it together. Bumpers and bridges. What do you get? Right. Latanya. Right? So now, just seeing and wanting to show people how our culture, our Hebrew culture, our original language is all around us. Alright? But yet we've been stripped by this through our oppressors. Alright? So this is just some of the things that we like to try to go over and teach, okay? And showing how Hebrew is who we are. Alright? This is our language, alright? It's all around us. But all we have to do is search these scriptures and focus on these scriptures, alright? Okay, and if we can do little things like this, focusing on our language, and we can get our culture back, then we are one step closer to having the Most High send Christ back down to reign and bring His kingdom to come. Alright? Most High Christ. We should be good off on the part. Oh. Do some more names to help people identify how to read them. Alright? So now, in ancient Hebrew, looking at the alphabet, what's our first letter? What's our first letter? Go ahead, sis.
Na.
Cool. All right, we have Na. All right. Then our second letter, kind of looking like an English capital J. In ancient Hebrew. Go ahead.
Pa.
Good. Okay. We got Pa. Good. Now, last letter. Huh? Close. Okay. Good. Our Ya is here. Our Ya is here. We write that down. Okay. So now we have what looks like an English W. It is the Sha. No sweat. Sha. Then good job, sis. Ka. All right, cool. Now we put this together. All right. So we have Na. Put this together with the bumpers and bridges, right? So what do we come up with? And remember, ancient in Hebrew, we'll also drop the A's at the end. Okay? So it's not going to be that. Alright? Draw day on the end sometimes. So now, read what we just wrote in ancient Hebrew. Very good.
Oh, it's wrong. You got to put the ha at the end of it.
Ah, even better. So for yours, good. That's how we write it out. Right? Excellent. So we just wrote out the Pash Kaya in ancient Hebrew. Very good, very good. And also, what's another reason to focus on our ancient Hebrew? So when we go to Passover, and you see brothers and sisters with glorious garments, glorious outfits, all right? And you're going to see writing all throughout, okay? And to help you recognize who these people are and how to describe them, all right? Most High Christ. Because also, if you know what the Pash Kaya means, the Pash Kaya means
living soul.
Living soul. This brother here, who is this brother? Hey, that's a living soul right there. All right? Most High Christ. Let's do a couple more names. All right? Do another one in ancient Hebrew. Let's go with okay, so now again in ancient Hebrew, let's take a look. Oh, okay. All right, sis. Come on. So we have ha, okay. Oh, look at it. Oh man, the memory just coming through now. All right. Okay. Next. Oh, look at that. Here's the sister. She's on a roll. Okay. All right. Good. Good. Bring it on home. Huh?
Stop.
There you go. There we go. Good. So we have. So now we got this right. Now put it together in bumpers and bridges, right? So we have ha. Right? We have da. Remember, most times we're going to drop the A at the end of the word, okay? So now we have, all right, then we have, right out here, English, all right, so what did we just write out in ancient Hebrew? Adar or Mah. All right?
So it's the saw, like his, like the Pash Kaya, you don't have to put an H at the end. Like I can get to put the H at the end of his name.
No.
The ha. Okay.
But now, no, excuse me, Salaki. But now the Pash Kaya, yes, the H was at the end. H was at the end, okay? Because it's going to emphasize on the ah. All right? Going to emphasize on the ah. All right? But here, Adar and Amath, not as opposed to Amatha.
Okay.
All right? Those signs first. So we just wrote out Adar Amath. Okay? So now, if you're walking around Passover, you know what I'm saying, you might see a pretty clean, sharp-dressed brother, and you look at it and say, oh, Adar Amath, that's a strong name. Who is that? What is that? All right? Adar would mean to honor. And Amath is truth. Alright? So, Adar Amath, brother who honors the truth. Alright? Most High Christ. So far, you just met a living soul and a brother who honors the truth. Alright? Next, let's write out. Write this out. Alright, no sweat. No sweat. So now going over our ancient Hebrew again. Okay. We have our first clue. We have a letter that looks like a Z, but it has a little line in the middle, right? Okay. So it's not the Za. Because if it was that, if we had that, it would be Za, okay? Now since we don't, we have this. What would this be? Qadash? What's the first letter?
Ya.
Very good, okay. So now we have the Ya. Okay? Very good, okay. Good, so you remember from the last name, right? Good, so we have Ha, okay? We'll go ahead and fill out the other Ha. Cool. So now, what is this next letter, the wishbone looking letter?
Wow.
Hey, how about Shabbat? Who's this? Hey, hello, building. Good to hear from you, brother. Good to hear from you. All right, cool. Cool, so now let's write this out. We have Ya, Ha. Alright. Now since we have the H, the Ha at the end, we're going to drop the A, remember? So now we just wrote out in ancient Hebrew, Yahweh, the Most High's name. Alright? Most High Christ. Excellent job, excellent. Oh. Okay, cool. So now we just wrote out, huh? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. So, hey, see? Like we said earlier, right? Our culture is all around us. And sometimes we still don't know. Our culture is all around us. All right? No sweat. So now we just wrote out Yahweh, right? Now, what if I wrote out this? Okay, good.
I.
Okay, cool. So now, let's write this out. Alright. Now, what I just write out, so now I pronounce it Yahweh. And we just wrote out Huh? Okay, no, so we wrote out Yahweh earlier, the Most High's name. And now Yahweh Shai is
Christ.
very good, Christ's name. Good. So we wrote out Christ's name, but also we wrote out Joshua. Okay. Now we can find this when we go into the Torah and read the Hebrew. We will find this name as well. So Yahweh Shai in English is Joshua. All right. We'll sign first. All right. got another brother on the line. So let's see, True Marshall, talk to me. All right, Most High in Christ, Most High in Christ. How we coming along on that Hebrew? How we coming along? How you feel about it?
I mean, I'm doing the best I can. You know, Most High, you know, he's gonna put it through me, whether he want me to get it or not.
Okay, Most High in Christ. I love those words. I love those words. So it means like he's ready to go through the fire. Whether he's going to go through the fire, whether he's ready or not. Okay, Most High in Christ. Most High in Christ. Okay. Well, now I don't want to hold y'all up. Let's get down to some sight reading. All right. So we can practice. All right. Cool thing. So now, let's see. Up to the Pashkaya. You could go to Isaiah. Let's start off in Isaiah. Oh, you don't know. Sorry. Let's start off with something small. Let's go to the book of Amos. Book of Amos. Okay. Amos 5:21. I think we read over this last week. Did we? Okay. I think so. But let's do it. Let's see if let's say a little quick refresher on this, all right? Amos 5:21. All right. So now, while also the Pashkaya, read this out in English. I'm going to write this out in. I'm going to write this out in ancient. I'm going to write this out in ancient Hebrew. Ancient Hebrew. All right.
Come. The book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. I hate, I despise your feast days. And I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
Okay, cool beans. So now going over this, all right, this is a very good scripture, especially coming up. We have a so-called, what's a bad, like I don't even like saying the word nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Like Christmas. I just call it so-called holiday.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We got people out in the world that's going to be celebrating these so-called, these paganistic holidays, these hell days, as one rapper would call them. You know what I'm saying? Or we like to call horror days. All right? Days that have absolutely nothing to do with us. All right? Unless it's oppression. All right? So read that again.
The book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21. I hate, I despise your feast days.
Now this is great, because coming up, we used to hear all the time how the Most High is all love. He's all love. But here it clearly says what the Most High is about. All right? All right? Now, we've seen it before, that there's a scripture that says what the Most High is a jealous God, right? He's a jealous God. So now when we read here, I hate, I despise your feast days. All right? He does not want anything to do with anything that has nothing to do with him. All right? And these days have absolutely nothing to do with the Most High. Why? Because he did not sanctify, right? It's not about him, man. That's how the Most High is, man. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the Most High, we gotta give our service. We gotta give our service to him, man. All right? We gotta give our lives for him. All right? And celebrating these so-called holidays, we do not give our life to the Most High. We don't give our service to the Most High, but instead, it's all about us. All right? Why do you think there's so many? Like the crime rate just skyrockets when it comes to this season, all right? It's the season of cheer, good tidings, right? But instead, you hear news of what? Fights, robberies, murders, what else? And suicides, right? And why? Because the Most High is not a part of it. He is not a part of this, man. And we have to understand that, man. It's so simple, man. But Black Hispanics, Native Indians need to come out of this holiday spirit, this Christmas spirit. Again, it has nothing to do with the Most High, man. That is a demon, man. That just eats away at our people, man. All right, we're just about done. Let's see if Truba Ma'ashiala can read this in ancient Hebrew. All right. I know he's been studying. On this on the Assyrian Hebrew. I want to see what else he can do. All right. Here we go. Talk to them.
I need them bones and bridges.
Okay. No sweat. I'll let you have that. I'll make it easy for you. All right, okay. So now, one more time, going over Amos chapter 5, verse 24. We have, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Truth Mashiach, you can read this for me on the board in ancient Hebrew.
Sir. The book of Amos chapter 5 and verse 21.
Mm-hmm.
In Hebrew.
Good. All right. Good. Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, look at the bumps and bridges. Hold on. Look at those bumps and bridges. Take a look at it again. Okay. All right, put it together. All right, hold on. Now we have the bumps and bridges, right? So if I have bumps and bridges, what? No, good. That's it. Good. So now put that together. There you go. Aryaka. Good job.
So I'm on the last line now, right?
Yes, you are.
Come on, God. Come.
Okay, good. Now hit that second letter, though. Try me again. Is that an ah? That's the ah?
I.
There we go. Very good. So now let's try it. Okay, so now try it again with more confidence. So now you just went over it. Very good, very good. Now I need the whole verse.
Why not I?
What?
Why not I? Yeah.
Hold on, what?
Salaki.
There you go. There you go, okay.
Give me a minute. That's what I need.
Nah, you're doing great. You're doing great. There you go.
You come.
Good. Alright, you're doing great. You're doing great. Aryaka, good. There you go. Very good, very good. Give the brother a hand. All right, all right. So now, let's see. Also, partially, can you read this? You ready to read this?
No. Right here.
No sweat, no sweat. I put you on the spot. We'll do a Syrian. We'll do a Syrian another time. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, Salakia. We got challenge. Okay.
Let's see. Okay, Shana Afya. Okay. My eye. Okay. Satya.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, hard to see this. Okay. Okay, Wa La'a.
Alright, hold on.
Oh, yes, for
No sweat.
okay, fly. Okay. Karya. Come.
Good.
Okay. That one.
Alright.
Wala'a.
Good.
Okay. Yafka.
Good.
Okay. So I can see. Okay. Okay. By I, Tazaroth, Yakam.
Very good. Very good. Knocks on the pot. In the building. Reading ancient Hebrew, okay? Alright, well, since y'all brothers want to read so good, let me give this a shot, alright? So we should have Shana Athya, Ma'asafya, Kalkyakam, Wala'a, Aryaka, Tazaroth. Very good, brothers. Very good. Alright? You can tell, you know what I'm saying, that brothers have been studying and practicing over their Hebrew, alright? In the building. Alright? So that gives me confidence that come tomorrow for Sabbath service, brothers will be very impressive to the illustrious Officer Thamaya. Alright? Most High in Christ. Excellent. Excellent job. Excellent job, brother. Alright? Cool beans. Cool beans. Now, let's continue on. Verse 22, okay? Now, to the Parshkaya, if you could read that for me. This time we're gonna go over this in Assyrian. We're gonna go over this in Assyrian, okay?
Come. This is the book of Amos.
Yes.
Chapter 5, verse 22. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them.
Okay, hold on. So now, looking at that, though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings. Alright, so now, looking at this context, what's an example of a meat offering or a burnt offering, if you will? Huh? What is that? Yes, go ahead.
Offering like
Yes. Yes. That's what I'm saying. Just keep it simple. Keep it simple, all right? So now when we look at this text, keeping it in the context, all right? So now, if the Most High hates and he despises feast days that he did not set up, all right? And then when it says, though ye offer me burnt offerings, okay? I will not accept them, all right? So now, think about how Christians especially, when they want to change things, right? I don't want to say change the narrative, but now, when they want to do things on their own, okay? For instance, when you hear that, you know, oh, God knows my heart, all right? Even though he told you not to do this, you're going to dedicate it to him anyway, all right? Just think, if you are allergic to peanuts, okay? You're allergic to peanuts. But now your wife wants to, now you're allergic to walnuts, but your wife wants to fix you pecan pie, all right? And she dresses it up, right? She dresses it up for you. But you're allergic to it, and you do not like it. Well, the wife will still say, well, baby, you know, I love you. I want you to have this, right? But you hate it. But you hate it. And you've told her explicitly how much you hate it, right? Now, knowing that, is she truly showing love to you? Come on, talk to me.
If she know intentionally that I don't deal with that, she don't love me. She hates me.
There you go. She does not love you. Even though she claims to love you, and she's doing this out of love, but you told her explicitly, repeatedly, that you do not like it, you do not want it. All right? That's what Christianity is. Christianity is going to do what it wants to do. All right? No matter what the Most High says. Okay? I've explained this before. This is what Christianity does. Christianity plays the Most High for a simp. All right? Like he's a genie. All right? And in Christianity, the Most High will do your bidding. And all you have to do is say that you love him. That's all you got to do. It's so easy. Alright? Here in ISUPK, we will teach against that day and night. Let you know and let the world know just how false Christianity is. Alright? Those sign of Christ. Now, let's try this one. Book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 22 in the Hebrew, alright? I realize we might be going a little fast. You know what I'm saying? Especially, we have new students in the class. Alright, so let's take this one slow, okay? Let's take this one slow. Tumajala, you are up.
Taking it slow, so we're going to go section by section.
There you go, that's right. Come on.
Kaya.
Very good. Alright, hold on. Yeah, no, you're doing good. You're doing good. You're doing good. Go ahead. Kaya,
Kaya, ya.
Alright. Take a look at it again.
So that's a 9 at the end, right?
That's not an extended clip.
Wow.
There you go.
The Alawa.
Almost. So for the most part, we learn when we're reading the text that the wa, most times it's going to be separate, okay? Especially when it's at the end of the text. It's at the end of the text. So now, separate that. Okay, so now put that together. Nope. There you go. Good job. So we got Kaya, the Iowa.
I'm listening.
Okay. No sweat. So we got Kaya, the Iowa, Laya. Good. Next line. Good job. That's right.
I wasn't on pen and paper to write it down, so I'm really sight reading.
No, very good. That's what I want. Good. Wow. Hold on, give me a second. Good. Keep going. Hold on, wait a minute. Say that again.
Why am I not come? Why am I not come? Yeah.
Oh man, you were right there.
I know.
You were right there. No, you're doing good.
Let me look at it. Why am I not come?
Almost. Take a look at the board. Take a look at it.
I'm looking.
It's okay. You had Wama, the Kaf, and what? Okay, so Kaf, Yum. So now, what happened to here? What happened with this letter? There you go. You're saying, I'm hearing Yum, huh? Okay. I'm sorry. You know what? I'm still learning different dialects. I had the same thing with off in the posh. I didn't hear it. Cause see, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Wa Mana Kafyaka. But see that? Yeah. That's what I'm looking for. Wa Mana Kafyaka. That's what I'm looking for. But you say it faster. So you say Wa Mana Kafyaka. You pronounce it different. So no, that's fine. But you know what it is. But that's good. Good job. Next.
I'm gonna keep going.
That's right.
I got. So I got my
All right, so now, no sweat, I'm working. Okay. Now you're doing good. So now we have la'a. Good. So then we have okay now. Taza. And what's this last word? What's this last letter? What's that? Take a look at it. All right, maybe there's a glare. Aha. Good. No sweat. Oh, I got it. Okay, so now put that together. Almost. You're still separated. You're still separated. So instead of saying Arataza, Arataza. You hear the difference? I'm not, brother. I'm not. How we doing Hebrews 101? Shine.
I know.
Shine, not shame.
Don't need the fire, man.
Shine, not shame. No sweat. So now we have Arataza. Good. Keep going.
Alright, Shalom.
Good. So now what is that? Say it again.
Shalom.
Good. Shalom. So also take note of this. This is one way that you will spell shalom. This is one way. There are two ways to actually spell shalom according to the text. This is one of them. Good. Keep going. I'm with you.
My yard. Yakum.
All right. So we have, I see Mara, Ya, Ka, and Ma. So Mara, Ya, Ayakum. Mara, Ya, Ayakum. Mara, Ya, Ayakum. Close. Mara, Ya, Ayakum. Okay, hold on. So we have Ma, Ra, Ya, I, Yakam. There you go. There you go. Mara, Ya, Ayakam. Good.
This is like this how you have it. I'm kind of slow. You gotta break it down.
No, I don't mind. No, this is perfect. That's what I'm saying. This is how Atlanta gets down. This is Hebrews 101. We take it by the text, word for word, letter for letter. Okay, making sure we get the pronunciation right. So then when you go to an when you go to an advanced class like in Texas, Cali, Indianapolis, Chicago, New York, because you just focus on these basics, you can ride with the big dogs next.
If I ain't that word with me because I ain't going
Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. watch those classes. Watch those classes because those are very good classes to learn. Very good classes because they're more intricate and they explain like how this is actually written out. You know what I'm saying? So very good. Hold on. Go ahead.
I'll give a good tip. You watch the Philly class. Like,
yes, Philly as well. I forgot about Philly. So lock it for that. The water for that. Okay. So cool. Yes, go ahead. Come on in, sis.
DC as well. That's how I started out learning all of this 9 years ago. So you're right with everything you're saying. But he's doing a great job as well.
Most times price. All right. Excellent. That's what we're talking about. See? So now, Atlanta, Hebrews 101, do basic. Basics. And then when you got to go up north, go out west, that's how we're going to start singing. We won't miss those schools. Go up north, go out west, you got it. Ride with the big dog. All right? Most High in Christ. Okay, Mashallah, keep it going.
All right, come on, God, sir.
All right?
I said,
Okay, I see La. All right.
I guess I can say la.
Yes, please.
Like that, I don't wanna. Bye. Bye. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. 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 La Abayat. Yes. Yes. La Abayat. Yes. Good. Very good. Okay. So now let's look at a few words. Okay. So of course we have the La'ah, which would be, oh man, we definitely need more. Write it down in the part. We need more markers. We need more markers. We are starting to lose the focus on this. Alright? So now of course, when you hear La'ah, that is no. Alright? Or not. Alright? This is, I like to say, loosely translated, okay? Let's see. Then we have Abayat. Or also, in this text here, La'ah is going to be neither. Alright, so pretty much, La'ah is any kind of no, not, and neither, okay? So then, Abayat is regard. Right? Regard, okay? And let's see. Maraya'ayakam is like fat beast. Now we went over Wash Shalom. In this context, it is peace offerings. Alright. Let's see. Aratazah is accept. Very good. Let's see. We went over another word. We said wa mana kathikam. Alright? And that is meat offerings. Meat offerings. Alright? Meat offerings. had Alawath. That would be burnt offerings. Burnt offerings, okay? So just a few words to look into. Alright? So now, let's try reading this straight out in the Hebrew. You think you can do it, Mashallah? No sweat, no sweat. Let's try it again. After we just went over everything, let's try it again. One more time.
Book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 22, in Hebrew. And yeah,
No sweat. The hour. Good. No sweat. I'm with you. Wa. No, you good. You good. Wa. Mana. Kaf yakam. There you go. There you go. Now, here's something, right, to try to help you out. Right? So now, when we see like a big word like this, right, it can be very intimidating. It can be very intimidating. No sweat. No sweat. So now what we had to do is try to find like the root word, okay? The root word. So now, when we first look at it, we'll go ahead and take off the wa. Right? We'll go ahead and separate that. Right? But then, we can go to the end, right? And then we know that we see like the ka and the ma. Okay, so that's going to be something come. All right. So now we'll separate that. Then we see the ya. All right. So now let's separate all that. Okay. Separate all that. All right. So now hopefully this can make some sense. You can actually see what I'm doing. Go ahead.
Like I don't know like the root word. Like I don't know root words. That's probably what I struggle with.
I know, no, and see that's the thing. I'm still learning all the root words as well. Okay, but now at least what I can do is just by looking at the letters. Just by looking at the letters first, that can help me. Okay. That's what I'm saying. So at least looking at the letters first, all right, before actually knowing the word. Okay. So now again, so now we have this yakam. Okay. So now let's separate that. Let's separate the wa. So then we're just left with manakaf. You see? So now we're left with manakaf. Okay. Go ahead, bro.
I'm watching on the screen. But then I'm listening to him phone. So it's kind of like a
delay. Yes. Okay. No sweat.
Yeah. So
no sweat.
The wa means and. Right?
Yes. Yes.
So when I see the wa, I need to kind of separate that.
Yes.
So then I go, like when you go from the ma to the na, how do I like that's what's a struggle for me. Like, like what? How do you say that? Is it like mine or mana? You see what I'm saying? Like that's the struggle.
Oh no, trust. I struggle with that too. So I've learned again from learning from men above me, like from Master Thamiam. I learned that the wa, and I can also teach the other letters that have like different articles. Like let's see, we've done this before. Like the wa was in, the ba was in. And ha was tha, right? So now learning some of those articles or like preposition, like to go into that, ease into that, okay? So then again we separate that and then we look, we have manakaf. Okay? And that will be our basis as far as like what we have to read. And then we have yakam. Alright? No sweat. Alright? Because also remember how like when we say certain words like we say ak, right? Like if I say, hey, what's going on, ak? How many people am I talking to? Huh?
When you say ak.
Yeah, how many people am I talking to? Very good. I'm talking to a brother. Cool. So now what if I say akiyam?
You're talking to many brothers.
Very good. So now we know that. Let's look at the text again. Look at the text. So then you look at the end of it, and I see yakam.
I say yo. I know what.
No sweat.
I get that part of it.
Uh-huh.
But the hard part for me is to like I said you got a section off, but the hard part comes from my constant. Like that's the end. That's the hard part for me. Like the ending of the word is easier because now I'm understanding calm, long. And I learned that from just the text. You know what I'm saying? But the section of it is hard for me to understand because I don't know when the section is off. You gotta get what I'm saying, Lashawan?
Yes. Okay, so then that means that we're going to have to do more, we have to go backwards. We're going to have to do more root words on our next lesson. We're going to have to do that, okay? But in the meantime, between time, just know, most times, like your first letter is going to be like separated. Most times, your first letter is going to be separated. All right? Very good. Just like with here on the bottom, okay? We said we didn't say mar, we said mara ya'akam. Alright? So no sweat. So now we bring this out in Hebrew. I'll give it a shot. You should have kaya, the awa, la ya, alawaf, wa, manakaf yakam, la'a, arataza, wa shalom, mara ya al yakam, mara ya akam, la'a, abata, abayat. Alright? No sweat. But still, very good reading. Alright? Most High Christ. Alright? We'll do one more gig. Alright? Alright, so now, alright, so to Marshall. Alright, no sweat. I'm gonna write out a couple of things. These not prepositions. I realize they're called prefixes. I'm gonna write out some prefixes for you to write down, to look at. Alright? So we use this for the next lesson. Alright? This should help out, okay? So La is 2. Ha is 1. Alright? Wa Go ahead.
It got blurry. I don't know why.
Okay. Alright. Water for that. I'll finish writing this out and I'll check the camera. Alright. Release up on the board. Give me a couple of seconds. I'll check it out. All right, Marshall, is it still blurry? Okay, I can see it. I'll move the camera up. All right, does that help?
Come on, contact. Let's do it.
All right.
So, Lucky, you can say my toe.
Oh, okay, Salaki. Okay, so now you have La. In Hebrew is going to equal 2 in English. That's all right. That's all right.
I know you be doing skill practice.
Nah. Salaki. Sometimes I'm unaware of what I'm doing. Sometimes I move too quick. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this out in Hebrew underneath it. Hopefully that will help out. Alright. Okay. Hopefully you can see this. I realize this pen is kind of bad now. I'm running out of ink. Alright. Let's see. Hey, I heard of Salakia. Who's that? Hey, I'm about to try brother Dog. Welcome to the party. All right, even though we just I do have to announce, you know, saying final call. All right, we just had a final call, but welcome anyway. Absolutely.
I got a PDF file that I can give to my ISUPK with this information on it.
Absolutely. Hey, I heard another Salakia. Talk to me.
How much you just share with the doctors? You were sorry, I'm sorry for me. How much you get that PDF too? I'm on Salakia.
Hey, I'm with it. Alright, so if you're good, just give it however you got with your email. Go ahead, Mashallah.
I think I'll help I can get whatever y'all can get me.
I mean, hey, man, brotherhood is a weapon, man. Brotherhood is a weapon.
Hey, okay. I mean, this is a fight for me. I'm going to fight. But
No sweat. No sweat. We fight together. Most High in Christ. You did great. You did very good. You did very good. All right. So you even impressed Officer in the Posh. You impressed Officer in the Posh. Now, Officer in the Posh don't smile too much. He don't smile too much with his teeth. You know what I'm saying? You had him smile. You had him smile.
So why you?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, Officer in the Posh smile?
Yes, you did. You sure did. I promise you did. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. You got to smile again. So see, that's what I'm saying. So trust. Your work is not in vain. Okay? You are shining through. Okay? So good job, Most High in Christ. All right. But again, that is the final call. You know what I'm saying? The water to you, brothers, for, you know what I'm saying, and sister Salakia, for checking in with us and participating in class. We do appreciate you. All right. And once again, this is Hebrews 101 in Atlanta, trying to get back to our culture. Okay, getting back to our original language. Why? So that we can be ready and just one step closer to when Christ returns. All right. And with that, we'll pass the class off to preaching officer, no Pash Kaya.
These are ISUPK security announcements. We're at ISUPK Star at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Room for a new brother and sister. When a new brother and sister come to the school, there are limits for 6 months. They are here to be saluted only. They are here to set themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, he or she must get permission from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There is another 6 months in which the brother will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry. Tithes, which is a commandment, the book of Numbers, chapter 18, verse 21, and the book of Malachi, chapter 3, verse 8 to 10. Ma'ashra means 10 in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you. Give to the church department or teacher. Priest fund, free offering for priests not mandatory. Whatsoever amount you like to give. The next holy convocation is the Feast of Purim. It'll be the space of 2 days. It's going to be Monday, February 14th and Tuesday, February 15th. And you can also find in the book of Esther, chapter 9, verse 20 through 31. Okay. Remind Akim to check the bulletin board in the hallway. If anyone wants to be a trooper in the school, start wearing all black, boots, shirt, pant, headband, and a scarf. And one more thing you should do before you go to the school, make sure you GPS this address. It is 3353 Glenwood Road, Decatur, Georgia. It helps build the algorithms to help people find the school. Now that, give one curse salute to the teacher and men online. Men Israel. Amayim Sabat. Amayim. Barak. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua B'Katham.
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua B'Katham.
Well, I just said to you in the Lashawan Qadash, may the Most High in the name of Christ bless you. Yah Yamatop, mean hands down. Sister saying, Amayim. Sorry, turn to the sister. Give one curse salute to the sister online and the sister in class. Men Israel. Amayim Sabat. Amayim. Barak. Yahweh Shamar Alathon Ba'Shem Yahshua.
Yahweh Shamar Alathon Ba'Shem Yahshua.
Well, I just said to the sister in the Lashawan Qadash, may the Most High watch over you in the name of Christ. Yat Yam Natop, me hands down, class is missed.